Hello, friendos, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sasha. I cook, I eat, and I travel, but we're not traveling right now. Thanks, 2020, 2021. Jazz hands make everything better. But yeah, I know I promised you that we would be making beef Wellington this week, but as it would turn out, finding the smallest, most specific cut of beef the day you need it, it's not as easy as you would think. Also, Valentine's week might have meant some people were getting that. But anyway, I think I've located it and we will be making it next week. But not this week. But that's okay because this week is Valentine's Day and I am in love with one person. It is this man. And as a Valentine's treat to him, we are going to be making his favorite dish into two dishes that I want to see them made into. So his favorite dish is chicken cordon bleu. Not my favorite thing. It's meat on cheese. But he loves it and I love him. So we're gonna be making, I've already made this, so it's not, I'm not trying it for the first time, but we're gonna be making chicken cordon bleu katsu. And it's phenomenal, but I have an idea, a spin, a twist that I wanna make on it. And we're also gonna be making chicken cordon bleu onigiri. So we're gonna eat both of those meals today, which now I realize feels a little ambitious for me. But he seems to be excited. And we're gonna start off with the onigiri. So to do that, you're actually gonna need a few levels of things before I spin out a frame. We're gonna focus on the inside and the outside, and this is what you're gonna need. For the inside, I roasted some chicken earlier today. This is just the dark meat parts, so the wings and thighs, and the leggies, and yeah, and then I've cubed some ham and we are crisping it. I figure that might be a fun little texture mashup for this onigiri. I've cubed up some cheese because the way that we're going to glue it together is by making a bechamel. So our milk is heating. We'll cut the heat to it soon. For the outside, you're always going to need rice, and typically you put sushi vinegar or rice vinegar in it, but because I want this to be very savory, I'm going to use hondashi instead. So that's what is dissolving here. It's just powder. I didn't have the gumption to make dashi today, but hey. Oh, thumb in frame. There we go, we did it. Chicken is shredded. It was at this point that I realized for me to get the texture I want, I can either painstakingly shred it by hand or I can food process it, baby. And that is why we have single-use tools. So I'm gonna shred that. The ham is great, so we're ready to start on the bechamel. So hold please. Bechamel time. Bechamel is essentially a milk sauce that makes really good mac and cheese base. Also good in lasagna, I just learned. But I prefer ricotta. So we're gonna melt this butter and then add this flour, make a roux, cook out the paste, add milk, make it thick with cheese. Melted butter, we'll add our flour. It should be like a 1-to-1 ratio, but for me this is a very measure with your heart because it just needs to become a roux. It's the end goal. Not there yet. And we're there. Okay, add milk, cold milk, stir to avoid lumping. A whisk is the preferred tool here, but this is a non-stick pan and I don't want to scrape off any non-stick because it's an old boy. He's very angry. Alright, we're a little chunky, but that should be okay for what we're doing today. But you see a thicker sauce, added salt and pepper to taste. We're gonna kill the heat and add our cheese and melt. This is also how you make mac and cheese, in case you're wondering. Cheese, it's all Swiss cheese because we're making chicken cordon bleu. Don't tell me if that's the wrong cheese to make this in, because I will be sad. Melt, 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 melt. Melt, melt. And this one cooled should act as our binder for the inside of our onigiri. Wild! This looks disgusting. I apologize, but it's gonna taste really good. One last thing though, we are gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper because the rice will have no seasoning virtually. Welcome to the onigiri station. Typically you'd want a bowl of wet stuff, water, to dampen your hands with before you started shaping, but I just hang out next to my sink. That's the thing. So we're gonna go ahead and add our handashi to the rice to make it damp enough to shape. Hello, here's the rice. Right. I am super bad at portioning, so I'm gonna try to exercise self-control and only pull like what I need for 2 onigiri out. Let it cool so I can touch it. Wet hands. A little bit of salt. And we're gonna like I said, I am notorious for making giant onigiri, and I want to kind of make 8 small ones. So you can get away with a little bit more filling than you think if you make a pocket. There we go. 1 little onigiri. I know that getting good at this will come with practice, but like I'm just really frustrated that I'm not the best at it. But there you go. This is the final product.
Ready?
Ready. I'm getting it. My initial thing was like, doesn't really taste like chicken cordon bleu.
Honestly, you cutting back on the rice a little bit in here. These are like smaller, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're smaller than these 2, but it's really helping the flavor come through for sure.
Well, hopefully the sandos are better.
This is good though. This is good.
Weird concept. Maybe it's like not, it's too mild to be with that rice.
Every time I get a bite with the ham though, that's when I'm tasting it. With the chicken. I mean, I still taste it with the chicken, but the ham really sells it, like you were saying just a second ago.
Well, this is an idea that only kind of worked. I'll see you later on for chicken katsu sandos. I am the night. Alright, we're back to loosey-goosey style of film recording. I'm very tired. It is 9 p.m. on Valentine's Day and I have to work tomorrow, but we are gonna make a chicken cordon katsu for y'all. So we're gonna use the same béchamel sauce with Swiss cheese in it from earlier, but we are raising our chicken to room temperature, and then we're gonna try the Aaron and Claire method. So this is a novice chef versus where we're mixing cornstarch into our egg. It looks like we might need a little more cornstarch. Do you think so?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, we're doing all those things. We're gonna panko it, and we're gonna make a little ham wrapped chicken covered in bechamel sweet cheese. Swish cheese.
Swiss cheese.
Sweet cheese, as some people might say.
Holy cheese.
Swish. But that's the plan. So we're heating up oil, and we're heating up everything else, and look, I just want to go to bed. Also watch TV about murderers. We're watching Jam Pound. What's it called? The Cecil Hotel. I already know the story about the person, but I hope that they have extra information. Sorry, I did not record any of this part, but we wrapped the chicken around a ham, dipped it in egg and cornstarch mixture, and then into panko, and then we throw it in here. The most important part to remember is The hot oil is more afraid of you than you are of it. So this one was ready to flip. No, like this one wasn't. Yeah, we're still not ready. We're looking for a golden brown. And then we'll pull it and we'll temp it. This was our test chicken. It is phenomenal. So good.
There's an ice storm outside.
There is an ice storm outside. That is what you're not seeing in this, that we are playing this game of, will the power go out? And we got a gas stove. It's fine. So, fingers crossed. Happy Valentine's Day. That's a thick boy.
Yeah, it is.
A little bechamel Swiss cheese sauce on top of the Katsu ham and pork.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
You're gonna enjoy it later.
I'm gonna regret it later, but I'm gonna love it now.
And then you put your little lid on, you cut it in half, and it's sandwich time. Chicken cordon katsu. Here we go. It's just time to eat the chicken cordon sandwich. It is very messy. It reminds me a little bit of a Kentucky Brown, but looks phenomenal. Oh no.
Is it good?
I don't want to brag, but this is phenomenal. But this is what I imagine a chicken cordon bleu to be. And it's very nice.
It is delicious. It is amazing. I love
You
it.
like it?
Thank you so much for this Valentine's Day meal.
You're welcome. Happy Valentine's chicken cordon katsu sando. Appreciate it. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see me do monstrous things in the kitchen, give me a follow. I will see you next week.